I finished that Blackbird TV show on Apple TV Plus. It was good, but the whole time I was watching it, I was like, is Taron Egerton actually Tom Holland? Are they the same person?
Yeah, they're the same person.
Because they're both great actors. They're both also like, I was like, man, Taron Egerton is like he's got just like more of an adult, mature vibe. And then I looked it up, and that's because they're like 7 years apart. He's just an older version of Tom Holland. He makes really good, film choices. But
He's probably really mad about what you just said.
Who Taron Egerton is?
He's probably like, I was supposed to get that.
Oh, no doubt.
I was supposed to get Spider-Man.
No doubt. No doubt.
Motherfucker was probably in the same casting call and everything.
Yeah, I'm sure if you look at the short list, he's on there. They had every little short dude. There's a podcast I listen to called Blank Check where there's an actor named Griffin Newman who's on there. He plays Arthur on the Tick TV show on Amazon. And he said that every time he would be in a casting, like when he was first starting out and going to casting interviews or whatever, he would always see the actor Big Head from Silicon Valley. Because it's like they're always just looking for like, small mousy dudes. And, we're always those kinds of actors. So,
Who do you think would have been better? Big Head or dude who does it already?
Griffin Newman? Like as Big Head? Is the character Big Head?
No, as a character.
Oh, in The Last of Us?
No. The one that they were actually going for.
Oh, wait.
You said he saw him in the same casting call?
Yeah.
Who do you think would have been better?
I mean, I guess Big Head. Big Head, he's good in Silicon Valley. And I've seen Griffin Newman in very little. For some reason, I haven't watched The Tick, even though it seems like it's right up my alley. Doc Hammer, Venture Brothers.
Well, that's what I was asking. Did you see him, like, who would have been better in The Tick or... Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like I'm
bored with this conversation. Give me the remote.
Hello, you beautiful nerds. Welcome to the Drug Banthas podcast, where we talk about sci-fi, fantasy, horror, and all of the popular art that we love. Also, we do it drunk. I'm joined, as always, by my co-host, Brother Bill.
Ding.
Brother Bill, tell the people how you feeling.
I feel intoxicated. And from marijuana and alcohol at the same time.
Fair enough. That's
that's how I feel, y'all. I feel drunk. High. I've been smoking weed. I've been doing bad things.
Bad things, it's all relative.
Bad Things is also a street brand. Like,
it's
t-shirt brand.
Oh, is it?
I'm gonna wear it one day.
Bad Things, as we'll talk about this show, is very, very relative, and some people are, worse than others.
Yeah, like some people walk around with spores coming out of their throat, and some people just have spores coming out of their head. And,
And some people are just assholes.
Some people are just assholes. So, that's how the world really works in real life. And it plays out beautifully on this show.
It's a very nice, simple allegory for real life. Guys, I am Jedi Master Grayson, and if you haven't guessed already, today we are talking about the Season 1, Episode 2 of the new HBO series, The Last of Us. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, what were your initial thoughts of this episode? Did you like it? Did you think it was a nice follow-up? Do you think you're still digging it so far?
It's a great show so far. It's still getting, a wait. I gotta wait, y'all. As y'all know, you gotta wait till the last episode before I give it a yes, this is a good show rating. because they can fuck it all up. They can fuck the whole thing up in one episode, one stroke.
This is true.
But I learned a lot. I did a lot of research since the last episode, and I know a lot about this fucking show. This game. Excuse me. I know like everything that happens in the game now.
Oh, really?
Now
you read ahead of the class?
Yeah, I'm ahead of the game. So it's interesting to see how it plays out. Mm-hmm. I still never played it, so there's still things that they're going to show me that I haven't seen.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I like how they have stuck pretty true to the game, it seems, and I'm glad that all the nerds are at their houses, happy and fat. They're living off of this game that they've played 100 million times, and now they get to watch it. Now they get to actually watch somebody else play the game. His name is Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, Pedro, man, he's doing a great job continuing to be a really good lead for this series. And just a really good, like the people say that the age of the movie star is dead. We're more focused on franchises than movie stars. But Pedro Pascal, man, he's been a really great TV star, I guess you could say. Like with Narcos and Mandalorian and now this, like he's just a really compelling actor. And he's showing that he can do a lot of shit.
He's like the George Clooney of his time.
Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah, that's a nice comparison.
I'm
George
awesome.
Clooney.
Yeah, I do that. That's what I do on this show. I say stuff that's perfect.
That's what I do.
In case you haven't noticed, in case you're new to the show, in case you're a brand new viewer, which most of you are pretty much are, half the time is
statistically. Yeah.
But anyway, welcome to the show, and also
welcome.
Please subscribe. We love y'all. Share it with your friend. Share it with your grandmama. Share it with your uncle. Share it with your daddy.
Share. Yeah, that actually does help out a lot, guys. And also, just a shout out, just a little housekeeping. We did pass the 1,000 subscriber mark on Likewise. So, guys, if you haven't checked out Likewise, go check out the Likewise app. It's definitely a cool social media app. If you haven't subscribed and you're watching this, go ahead and subscribe. Why not? Get our subscriber numbers up and just it'll definitely
help a nigga out. Shit. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Why you ain't subscribed yet, dog? Goddamn. Shit. Niggas over here. Fuck. God damn. Nigga, I'm over here struggling. I do this every day. We work, dog.
This is true. We do have day jobs.
Damn, we work at this.
But we do appreciate all the people who do watch and listen and
love y'all
and
love
like
y'all.
And comment. So yeah, we just really appreciate all you guys.
And some of you, I hate.
It's like 2% of you guys that I just really don't like.
It's just a smooth 2%.
But yeah, let's talk about like how the show opens up, or this episode opens up. We get another flashback, which I guess is probably going to be a consistent part of this show, but not in an annoying way like Arrow, or there's always going to be, like a connective tissue with like the present. Like Arrow got really annoying after a point, but this flashback seems to focus on Indonesia, where we if you remember in the first episode, we hear something on the radio in 2003 about disturbance in Jakarta, Indonesia. What did you think of the flashback?
Man,
scene?
I really can't even think straight right now. Something on the radio sounds like a really good like song title.
Oh, that really does sound like a good song.
Like I'm like, I just want to stop the podcast right now and just write this song. Something on the radio. And it's gonna be about,
rolls right off the tongue and everything.
It's gonna be about how tentacles of spores roll right off your tongue. That's what the song is gonna be about. Yeah, man, my favorite scene probably in this whole episode.
That would even be good just because they like of the signals in the first episode about the radio songs, like signaling danger or something.
Ooh, yeah, I could do an 80s version.
Right,
so
yeah.
It's danger one.
Something on the radio. It ties right back into the show. There you go. Something on the radio.
Yo,
guys.
welcome. Season 2.
Guys.
Drunk Banthas.
Something on the radio.
on the music for Last of Us. Check us out.
Check us out. Sorry, I didn't mean to completely interrupt you, but I just like,
at The Last of Us and tell them you want us. You want us on there. Share it. Share it with your friends. Campaign to get Drunk Banthas.
Yeah.
Drunk Banthas.
Write the official song for season 2 of The Last of Us. It'll be like a Ghostbusters situation.
It'll be amazing.
Something on the radio.
But what was the question?
What did you think of the flashback thing?
Oh, it was my favorite scene. I think it was my favorite scene in the whole episode.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The lady sitting there talking to the general and asking her if they can come up with if she can come up with a vaccine, and she telling them to bomb the whole motherfucking city.
Yeah.
And she was shaking when she told him when he told her all the details. She was shaking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she was putting her tea down. She put her tea down. She said, "Oh shit, this ain't tea time. This is serious time." And I was like, man, she was conveying some real fear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was that. Oh shit, nigga, we need to get the fuck out of here. What are you talking about? Bomb this place and let's leave. Take me with you. That's what I thought was gonna happen next. But
right.
she said, she wanted to go die with her family.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a really interesting scene. It kind of reminded me, I guess, bleakly. Like there was an interview I saw a couple years ago where someone was interviewing a scientist and they were talking about global warming, and he was just talking about the status of things and just like how it was like things are so terrible. And the host was like, so what do you think we should do? And the scientist was like, well, I stopped buying lottery tickets. Kind of just like there's nothing really that you can do except just like kiss your babies and say goodnight because this is about to end really soon.
I stopped doing the normal things that I do.
Yeah.
So collect as much toilet paper you can and kiss your ass goodbye.
Right.
If you survive, you're gonna want that toilet paper. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Right. It's gonna come in handy. Otherwise you're gonna be wiping your ass with magazines, just 100-year-old magazines.
20-year-old.
Oh, 20-year-old magazines. I'm accelerating shit.
Accelerate.
But I did. I like that scene too.
Man, I'm high.
Just like kind of.
I just said accelerate because it sounded like a crazy ass. Like just sounded like a great word when you said accelerate. I'm like, dude, I'm high. I need to get my shit together.
Get my shit together. And I need to actually smoke some more weed. But yeah, I did like that scene too. Just because just kind of shows the futility. Scientists kind of always seem to know, like they can see the end game. It's like, oh, this is gonna get so much worse.
Right.
So I like that little.
And also, you gotta have a sci-fi horror that has a scientist. You gotta go to a scientist. You have to go to a scientist. The army has to go to some scientist, stop them while they're eating.
Right.
With a husband, wife, or whoever they're eating with.
Yeah. You got to have a lady with a bun and a $200 scarf.
Glasses. She has to have glasses. She's going to be a professor of something. Yeah. In this case, mycology, or whatever it's called. And then they have to take her on this mysterious ride where she does not know where she is going, assuming that she is in trouble or he is in trouble. And then...
But this is a zombie show, so we know the game.
Yeah, we know what's going on. Zombies. That's what's going on. You're going to look at this zombie body.
Yeah.
You're the zombie lady now.
Field. Yeah.
You used to be the mushroom lady. Now you're the zombie lady.
Yeah, your job is officially changed.
Job's the same. Titles changed.
Yeah.
Still need you to investigate mushrooms so we can get this cure.
Yeah. And speaking of mushrooms, we'll get to that a little later.
Keep it going. Keep it going. Let's talk about what we're talking about.
Yeah. Let's talk about what we're talking about. The woman, so fast forward to present day. We're back with Ellie, Joel, and Tess. Ellie. She basically tells Tess and Joel that the Fireflies, they thought that she might be the cure to this whole zombie pandemic, and because she can't turn into a zombie. It turns out she shows her the bite, and as she's going off and taking a shit, Joel and Tess kind of debate whether to kill her and or whether to keep taking her where she goes. What did you think of this whole kind of debate of everything? We kind of already assumed that she was sort of going to be a cure conduit for some sort of for the Fireflies, but now we get all that revealed. What did you think of this little scene?
What do you mean reveals? They told us that last episode.
They didn't really say it explicitly.
They said she could.
No. They did. They explicitly did.
The lady said you could be the cure. That's what she told her, and then she told her not to tell it to anybody else.
I thought that she said I'm going to tell you something, and then they. Well, I thought that they cut away before that they said exactly what she was supposed to be.
Well, if she didn't say it, then you should have really definitely gotten that from it.
Yeah.
That should have been easy to pick up on. But yeah. So anyway, what did I think about the scene? I thought nothing about the scene. I thought it was video gamey. Hey, let's talk about what this video game's about real quick. So you know what we're doing, and now we're about to go. That's how I felt. I mean, the writing on this show feels very video game writing, you know what I'm saying? But luckily, this video game is one of the best critically acclaimed written video games storylines of all time. So we're in luck.
Yeah. I mean, I guess
there won't be a
play
Halo review every fucking week that we have to start batching into 2 to 3 episodes because we hate this show.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I do admit that I am not as much of a gamer. I haven't played one of the any of this more cinematic narrative games like the Uncharted or Last of Us like this. So but I do feel like games like this are better served in TV show form rather than movie form, because it does help you tell this sort of long form story rather than try to compress everything in a 2-hour narrative. And I guess you kind of got to set things up for a sequel or some shit like that. So I think that this does work really well for this video gamey writing style.
I'm just curious as to how long it plans on going, but we need to keep it going ourselves. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, as far as seasons, how far it plans on going.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many. There's only 2 games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll be curious to see how they split that up too.
2 games, baby.
It's not necessarily. I doubt that the whole first game is going to be in this first season.
It's only 2 games, baby. And so I don't know how they gonna get more than 2 seasons.
Yeah, we'll see. HBO Max, they're not opposed to just doing 1 season or something. Then Ellie, Joel, and Tess, they make their way through the city. They make their way through the hotel. And then they end up in the Bostonian Museum. And then this is where we finally see the clickers, which is a really nice scene. I really dug this scene a lot. It was nice and scary. It reminded me a lot of I Am Legend scene where he's in the warehouse and it's completely dark. And apparently they had a lot of visual references to the video game, which I thought was really, really cool. What did you think? And I loved the design of the clickers. It really did look like a collection of mushrooms on that took up the front part of their brain. I really, really dug that. What did you think of the design of the zombies? Because it's not like your typical zombie in most movies or video or TV shows.
I thought it was cool, but it does look awful like big testicle on a skinny dick that's like running around. No, it's like a skinny dick with legs running around. That's nobody else sees that.
A skinny dick with legs. I did not
Yeah,
see
like
that at all.
like testicles.
Where are the I don't.
The
We
mushroom.
got to break this down.
The head is the testicles.
The
head is the testicles.
Okay.
This is serious stuff.
Okay. I don't. Yeah.
The head is
I
the
don't see it.
testicles. It's all big and mushroomy. And then the
Yeah.
flip upside down.
Yeah. Leave it in the comments, I guess, if you guys see the same thing. I don't have the forensic tools in front of me to enhance and flip it around.
You see.
But yeah, I don't know.
I'm trying to operate the TV right now, so that's why I'm distracted. But God damn it, you saw them, motherfucker.
But I think there's just like there's so many other like YouTubers and stuff. They had these referential pictures of mushrooms, like collections of mushrooms. It definitely did look like that on the top of their head. So I guess that's just like where my mind went for that.
I love mushrooms.
Hey, who doesn't like a good mushroom?
I mean, I like the one. I hate mushrooms that you eat, but I like the ones that make you go, a loop-de-dee-loo, a little doop-de-da.
Honestly, I like them both. They're
A little shibby-shibby-shibby-shibby. I like those kinds. You know what I'm talking about. Y'all, if you don't know what I'm talking about, punch yourself in the face. If you know what I'm talking about, put it in the comments. Let everybody know. If they don't know what I'm talking about, you should let them know what I'm talking about. 'Cause I can't say it on YouTube.
Man, I bet that they're just like completely scared. What if that was patient zero? Somebody who took mushrooms like psilocybin mushrooms, like just to take it to
as
get
an
high.
experiment for scientific and educational reasons.
Right.
YouTube. If that happened, then maybe it would never. Nothing else would happen. Nothing would happen. Is what I would say. Because that is the educational response that you should have. Yeah.
But yeah, like there was that really cool sequence that in the Bostonian Museum kind of splits up the team for a little bit during the action sequence. And yeah, after they kill the two zombies, I mean, spoiler alert, Tess gets bitten. We don't know this at this time, but Tess gets bitten. So does Ellie, actually. And Ellie's like, well, if it was going to be one of us, it should have been me.
Yeah, hey, I'm over here immune and shit.
Which actually did make me think of there's a show called Misfits. One of the characters is like immortal. So every single episode, he was the one who died. It's like, yeah, of course this nigga's the one who's gonna die every episode. He's the one who can survive.
Shout out to Misfits.
Shout out to Misfits. Great show.
I want to do a podcast where we just do like old episodes.
We really need to do that.
Old shows.
Yeah, I feel like once we get to a certain point,
shows.
we'll do that for Patreon.
Patreon? I think we should start doing it now. I mean, but anyway. We're gonna step out of our production meeting and step back into this episode. So yeah, I thought that first of all, the scene where they fight off the clickers. Great job of explaining things without saying anything and not having to over-explain anything. Like, they didn't take the time to explain the clickers to Ellie early on, and then you have to learn as a viewer watching the rest of the episode. And they didn't do it in a way that felt forced. And they did it in a way that actually helped move the story along. And that is good writing. Ladies and gentlemen, that is good writing.
Yeah, they did a really good job of having subtle exposition of the whole situation. And there's a couple of things that apparently we're going to learn about probably later, like Ellie's backstory with her friend Riley. Excuse me. But yeah, I do like how this show doesn't spoon feed you stuff. Exposition is natural.
Delicate thing.
Yeah.
Exposition is a delicate thing. It can be overdone or it can be not done. And neither one of those things is good things.
But then later, Tess does. Oh, well, they get Ellie to where she's supposed to be. But all the Firefly members are totally dead.
I tell you, he dead. I say you, he dead.
Is the Colonel in? Yeah, they get there, and then all the Firefly members are dead. They kind of deduce.
Dead as fuck.
They kind of deduce that one of the members got infected, and then everybody kind of turned on everyone, like the sick turned on the healthy, and everybody died. This scene did kind of feel video gamey, because it's one of those scenes where, like in the video game, where you pick up a piece of paper and then you read it, and then you just like somebody's like journal entries. It's like, oh man, so and so is acting really crazy. He's about to, it's just like you kind of just like read.
Well, they didn't have that moment, but apparently it is a similar moment in the game.
Right. Yeah. Apparently there is something like that in the game, but like when it did happen in the movie, I was like, okay, yeah. I've been playing a lot of KOTOR, so it's just like.
Well, yeah, but he didn't actually say it. I mean, he just said it. He didn't read it though. But yes,
it was a nice way of not doing that.
Clearly, he's a detective. He's clearly a detective.
Yeah,
he should play Batman.
Yeah, he should
just be Batman.
Let's make him already a space Batman and Mandalorian.
Let's just make him Batman.
Yeah, he kind of
no, everybody always just wants to make random people Batman, and I'm just tired of it. Like, let's just make this guy Batman. Let's make this guy Batman too.
Well, that is the new thing to do, is just like to cast people as, it's like, oh, I really like this actor. He should be this comic book character.
Yeah, exactly. This is crazy.
Then after we get into the scene, Tess is kind of like frantically looking for a map or some sort of indication of where to take Ellie next. And then then Tess reveals that the reason that she's so frantic is that she got infected. She got bitten in the last scene.
And she ain't going back.
She's like,
actually, I would like to see Pedro Pascal as Ra's al Ghul.
Oh, he would be a really good Ra's al Ghul. Yeah.
That would be.
He'd be great.
Stupid.
He'd be great
in the new Batman.
He's good at everything. So yeah, he'd be
the next one. That's what y'all do, nigga. Set it up. Put it on the board.
And he's one of those actors. Yeah, I could definitely see him just being like cast as that, and he makes really good decisions in this in this genre world. Yeah, I would love it. 2 thumbs up for that decision. Is that a thing? People putting 2 thumbs up for casting.
I mean, I'm not a casting director, so it doesn't really matter. if it doesn't actually happen, this whole conversation won't even matter.
Hey,
but
you just put it out into the ether.
I'm a predictor of things, so it could happen. So just wait and see, y'all. Go back to this episode 103.
I think it's 103. Yeah.
But yeah, so anyway.
Then Tess reveals that she is infected, and she says, she kind of infers that she has feelings for Joel, but they were never reciprocated. So she's like,
because he's just dick.
I'm about to die. I feel like I need to at least say something about that, but also just save this kid, and save as many people as you can.
Save who you can.
which was, I thought that it was an interesting statement. We'll probably get a flashback about their past later as well. Because Dr. Wendy's a great actress. I can't believe this is the last time we're going to see her. Maybe it is.
Maybe not. Maybe she's just too good of an actress and she costs too much.
Costs too damn much.
You know, there are budget issues with every show or movie. So,
yeah.
But I liked how she decided to kill herself, and I also like how she was having trouble because she was shaking. Her hands were shaking. She couldn't light the lighter. She was just having trouble functioning. She was losing it. She was fighting it, though.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like one of those fucked up situations.
Now,
where she
this is what I think is interesting that I haven't heard anybody say so far. I think that it's very interesting that she couldn't. I feel like she couldn't move. Like she couldn't run away from the with the zombies, and like the zombies were just running right past her and they weren't like noticing her. I think it's because she no longer registered on the Richter scale as like a human.
It was harder to
their senses aren't picking up her as a human. They're picking up her as one of them, and it took one of the other ones to see her and then like just further infect her because she was not yet fully formed.
Right. Yeah, I really like the design and the kind of like changes in the zombie, I guess, lore for this show with just like that weird spore fungi thing is like it's a nice visual, but it also is like a cool thing where like even after the zombies are dead, they're still kind of a threat because they they're connected through the ground, and if one zombie dies and they're still like on the ground, then zombies miles away can still be alerted to your presence. It's really, really scary aspect of the zombies that just kind of makes it just like, oh well, the threat isn't over. We still kind of gotta go. And I didn't think that she was gonna get the lighter done. Honestly, I thought that she was gonna fuck up, and
seems like it's that kind of show sometimes. But
where things just kind of don't work out.
But she dies in the game. She's dying.
She's dying.
But actually, I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna play out this game, this show. I think a lot of things from the game are gonna change, especially if it does really well. They'll want to make it longer. Right.
Yeah, because they do need something to to balance. They need a 1-2 punch though. They need the Westworld Game of Thrones 1-2 punch, and I think they have it in their House of Dragons, but they need their other show, and this might be it. So now it's the Joel and Ellie show, and I do like their dynamic because we see Tess and Ellie getting closer, but we see Joel and Ellie still kind of rubbing up against each other. So I'm excited to see how that dynamic.
He better not rub up against her. She's only 14 years old.
She's a 14-year-old. God damn it! Watch her rubbins. But yeah, I'm excited to see where that show for the show goes forward. What did you think of just like what do you like? Do you have anything that you're excited about with the show going forward? Like as far as like things that you've heard, what's happening next? What's been spoiled for you?
No, I don't want to spoil anything. So no.
Fair enough. I only know a little bit about what's going on next too. Maybe we should invite a gamer, like a big old gamer.
If you're a gamer, you're watching this right now. Random internet guy, just come on to the show.
Come on over. Come on through.
Come on over. We can put 3 people on Zoom. Just come on over.
Yeah, come on over and just do some nerd
friends of the
stuff.
Show. Come on over.
come on over. And if you're just a viewer and not a doer, guys, we try to do this every once in a while. So go ahead and leave a like and subscribe so you can get updates on new videos. Check us out on Twitter, IG, TikTok, likewise, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all the internet things at The Drunk Banthas. Until next time, stay safe, my little clickers.
Subscribe.
And may the force be with you.
Subscribe. You sounded like a